All right, welcome back to USA Archery's 2019 US Open, and there's more archery lined up right now.
Welcome to match number 4, the USA Archery 2019 US Open. This is Barebow men's gold medal match. In lane number 2 from Utah, John Dillinger. And in the first lane from Pennsylvania, John Demmer.
Okay, so the crowd, Crystal, just said, let's go, John. Yeah, they're both Johns.
Makes it easy.
It makes it really easy. And this is a match of heavy hitters, to say the least. John Demmer, the de facto standard, I guess you could say, in Barebow senior men. But Dillinger, on the other side of it, he picked up a Barebow off of a compound about 5 years ago. He won this U.S. Open 2 years ago, lost it last year, looking for some redemption. I mean, this is, in talking with Dillinger, he was like, I have too many silver medals to Demmer.
Yep.
Demmer starts
Now,
off with an 8.
We talked about some costumes. We see some interesting attire with Demmer. But Demmer really has made Barebow fun, and in my opinion, he's the reason Barebow has really exploded here in the U.S. He's got the kids excited about it. He's got the older adults excited about it. He makes people want to shoot Barebow. And we see it in the numbers. The classes have just continued to grow.
Yeah, they certainly
the last
have.
couple of years as he's helped push for this and encouraged, he brought a woman named Fawn to World Field Trials, and she went, made the team, goes over to Italy, and wins the whole thing.
Unbelievable. There's a look at Demmer. And yeah, the thing on his nose is to protect his nose. Dillinger. 8 on the 8-7
So solid group,
line.
just low and to the right.
So with Barebow, set scoring system, not cumulative. We're getting to that after the next couple of matches. Target set at 50 meters, somewhere in the neighborhood of 55 yards, about 54.7 by my rangefinder crystal, on 122 centimeter target face. And what that means is the entire scoring rings are 122 centimeters, which also means that the 10 ring is going to be 12.2. Did you know that?
It's about the size of a softball. That's what I know.
There you go. All right, so we'll get official scoring. Now, you can see that.
So early 2-0 lead for Demmer.
Yep. And that's a flip chart that's available, so that way the crowd knows, as well as competitors. We use flip charts out on the field as well when we're going through deep into our elimination rounds. If you're going from 64 down to 32, down to 16, down to 8. When you get around that 16 range, we start to use those flip charts to indicate what score, who's up. Do you like that? Do you like letting people know what's going on in your bail?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Especially if you're leading, put some pressure on some people. All right, so crowds go up again for John. We're not sure who they're cheering for, but we know it's one of these two.
And Dillinger's going to shoot first because he is trailing in this match.
Beautiful shot.
What these guys do is just, it's incredible. I know last season, Indoor Nationals, I was super excited with the score that I shot until I saw Demmer had beat me by 2 points with a Barebow. Same distance, same target, same everything.
Yeah, with nothing, no stabilizers, no aiming thing, tools, crazy.
Oh.
Ooh. So that one drifted just on him. A 9 would have been a little bit more confident here, but if Demmer can drill a 10, we're all tied up. All right, so a little left, yep, a 7.
And just made a quick turnaround to his coach, asked where those arrows were. So I expect to see a correction on the next one.
Big arrow, unbelievable.
Wow.
Getting closer and closer to the center for Dillinger.
So this is a freebie arrow for Demmer. He can't win the set, so he's just going to want to put an arrow downrange, and that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to get the confidence back.
So that shot you just saw by John Demmer, middle of your screen right there, a confidence shot. Making sure that he and his coach in the coaching box, the decision that they made to make an adjustment has worked.
But look at those two. Oh, and they're both X's. Wow.
Unbelievable. Now the wind it's still tricky.
It's just enough to be annoying.
Yeah. We're out here in these soccer fields with a little bit of a grassy knoll on the backside, and the way the wind comes in just feels different when you're on the line versus where it is on your target.
Yeah, and the archers are going to be a little sheltered from the wind, what they're feeling on their body. The way the finals venues a lot of times are set up, here included, you have the stands on one side, you have the scoring tent on the other, so the archers are actually blocked from the wind, but their arrows are not. So it can be kind of tricky when you don't feel any wind on yourself, but you know you really got to pay attention to those wind flags. There's an American flag that can be a good resource. You want to use anything out there to determine where you need to aim.
A 28 by Dillinger ties things up. A 28 out of 30 points available in a gold medal match. Not easy to do fighting nerves, let alone with a Barebow fighting wind and distance.
So solid 9 to start.
Mm-hmm.
And we see because the match is tied up, Demmer gets to go first because he was the one who started the match. Oh,
wow.
Next. They make it look so easy. Again, a lot of people can't do what they're doing with a recurve, so this is just incredible shooting.
There's your
matches it with another X.
Demmer got after it pretty quickly on that one. Just dropped it low. So this could take us 4-2. If you can get a 10. 9. Okay, so
it looks like it's going to be a tied set.
So we'll split points. It should go 3-3. We'll wait for official scoring, obviously. Demmer and Dillinger. Dillinger's been shooting 25 years. He's 47 years old, Crystal. And, when I asked him, why did you put the compound bow down after so many years, 20 years shooting compound bow? He said, I just wanted a change. And some change has been for him.
Yeah, he was actually part of the world field team as well last year in Italy. So both of these two were teammates.
Leading up to, he's a self-proclaimed computer nerd. He's a programmer, is John Dillinger. And when I was speaking with him about, how he gets his shots in, does he have overtime or whatever, he said no. When he is heading towards a tournament like this one, he'll shoot every day and he'll work his schedule so he can work that shooting in. When he's not shooting, if he doesn't have a goal immediately, he tries to shoot 3 times a week just to keep the body, in a line, keep it fresh. All right, so 3-3 all tied up. First to 6 wins.
Yeah, so what a lot of people don't realize is these archers out here competing have full-time jobs, are students, they have lives outside of archery. It's not like archery is all that they do. So it's definitely can be hard to balance family, work. So 1 point lead after 1 arrow.
8.
Drifting left on that one for Demmer. Still a 1-point advantage for Dillinger.
And just look at that wind whipping through his shirt.
Well, he played it really well.
So an 8 to tie the set, a 9 or better is going to give the set to Dillinger.
Quick shot, a 9.
Nice. Good shot.
He must have had a great aiming spot and just wanted to get that thing down range.
So unofficially, it should be 5 to 3 after this set.
First to 6 wins. So even. So basically, Dillinger has 2 opportunities. If it becomes 5-3, Dillinger's going to have 2 opportunities next end, won't he? He can either win outright and he'll go 7, or they can tie it and he'll go to 6.
Exactly, but the pressure's not off. He knows he knows Demmer can put a 30 down there, so he's going to want to make sure he makes 3 good shots. Because otherwise, if Demmer wins the next set, we get a shoot-off.
Which Crystal's just dying for.
If we make it through the whole day without one, I'm going to be pretty sad.
All right, so 5-3, confirmation. Dillinger over Demmer, looking for some redemption from last year.
So Demmer's going to start the match as the trailing archer. And we're cheering for Jared. I'm not sure who Jared is.
I'm not sure who Jared is either. But we know there's a couple Johns on stage going after a gold medal in the 2019 US Open.
9.
Right in the middle, just a little low.
Also a little low, but a little lower.
Little lower, yeah. We'll see if that 1 point is the difference.
So another 9, so good start for Demmer. Oof.
Ooh, same spot.
So Demmer just needs a solid shot here, and he's going to take this set, and we're going to get my shoot off. Oh, and I think it's a 10. On the edge of my chair. I'm excited.
And a 10.
So good finish. That's what he's going to want going into that shoot off. They both had that 10.
Yeah.
He's going to be happy.
And you can see these two shooters very familiar with each other, so a little fist bump, and how they're going to play it. All right, Crystal, you kind of touched on it before.
Shoot off, shoot off.
All right. So what's a shoot off look like? How does it work?
So each archer's going to have the normal 20 seconds to shoot, but they're only going to shoot 1 arrow instead of 3 arrows. So 1 arrow, Demmer's going to go first. He's going to shoot his. Then it's going to go to Dillinger. We're going to walk down range with the judges. And it's going to be closest to center unless they both shoot 10s. And then we get shoot off number 2.
Okay. Wow. A single arrow shoot off with a Barebow. It's so crazy. But with the way these two are shooting, I wouldn't put it past them at all to have to go to a second arrow.
Exactly.
So 28 scored versus 26. So confirmation of that. We go to a tie. All tied up at 5-5. And we talked about this at the beginning. 2 heavy hitters going at it.
Yeah, I mean, both of these two want it.
Yeah, and both of them are actually excited about it.
Yeah.
And that's the way you should be. Both of them giving each other kind of fist bumps, so here we go. Closest to the center, unless they're 10s, and then we're going to a second one. So Demmer is going to set the tone for the shoot-off. Boom!
Oh, just off the X.
I tend to keep this alive.
Oh,
9. Oh, and there it goes.
So close.
So
Great
it is
shooting.
John Demmer, your national champion for the U.S. Open and gold medalist. Unbelievable. As we go to that shoot-off, was it everything you were hoping for, Crystal?
It was. It truly was. I mean, that first shot Demmer put down there was just off that X-ring. You can see it there. Oh, it might have actually caught.
Unbelievable. So let's see what John Demmer had to say, huh, PJ?
Well, John Demmer, that's the way the crowd likes to see it. Barebow to a 1 hour shoot-off. Tell me about it.
Oh, it's crazy. That's 2 years in a row it's gone to a shoot-off. 10-9, I believe, on both of them. It's crazy. It's pretty awesome.
So tell me about that. That was a seesaw match. How did you keep it together? Your last arrow is a 10.
It's tough. It's tough holding out there. It's not a lot of wind back here, but it's enough to, with no stabilizers on there, that it's hard to keep it on there. So a lot of it's just chance.
Just chance. Come on. I mean, you pulled the 10 out when you needed it.
Just chance, a little bit of chance and a lot of aggressiveness, yeah.
And you and Dillinger, you guys shoot together all the time. Tell me what it's like to go against him in that shoot-off.
It's quite a common occurrence that we're going head-to-head. It just feels right. It's a good match. It's always a good match. We always usually shoot pretty well, so that part's fun.
All right, John. Well, congratulations, U.S. Open champ and yesterday national champ.
Thank you.
Yeah, Crystal, some impressive scores put up by both archers in this one, including a 28 score end for John Dillinger in 2 and a 28 score end in end number 5 for John Demmer, who forced it. So, outstanding shooting for Barebow senior men. John Demmer, your gold medalist. We'll take a break. When we come back, we're going to change target faces to an 80 centimeter target and get to our compound shooters. Hang tight.
Get in the red zone. Carbon Express's small diameter Maxima Red SD, taking big game hunting to an all-new level, making other competitors' single spine arrows obsolete. Patented tri-spine technology controls arrow flight, delivering better downrange energy and accuracy, all in a small diameter shaft. Think you're shooting the best hunting arrow in the game? Think again. Stay in the red zone. Assume nothing and shoot Carbon Express.
USA Archery's 2019 U.S. Open in Dublin, Ohio is brought to you by Easton Archery.